want to do fish, you can use dill, but it would glide on the fish and wouldn't penetrate it, because first of all, you have to bruise it. So you take the back of your knife, you can make a dill brush and just bruise it lightly, but it will oxidize pretty quick, okay? So it's a little bit, you know, when you get to the more tender herbs, you have to be a little bit more sensitive to that. That answer? I like to always baste when, I mean, this heat is not that hot right now, okay? Okay, and that's the problem that you have with that's what you have with like some grills. You know, I won't get as much flavor. It will. What's happening is that it's relying too much on the gas for its heat, and I really want more radiant. And any juices that are kind of dripping down, okay, that's atomizing going back. I always like charcoal and wood, okay? But I think gas can work good too, okay? If you just lose out on something. When people say, what's the best grill? I always say the grill that you're going to cook on the most. So that's my answer. Yes, you have a question?
Try to answer some of it. Do you prefer like grilling like on a, you know, with charcoal and outside, or, you know, doing it on gas?
I just like grilling on anything. I just like cooking with fire.
Is there a different flavor?
There is, and you know, you use it all to your advantage. You kind of get, you know, you can coax it along, you know, you want a little smoke. My wife doesn't really like the smoke too much because I think she relates the smell to the fact that she doesn't get to see me too often. So it's like, I usually get in, she's like, you know, I smell like beef jerky all the time, you know, so. Any questions? Any other questions? Do you have the ingredient by chance for this concept of the board dressing that I spoke of? What? Okay. I'm going to just have a wooden cutting board here. You can flip that one, that's fine. I can just use a small bunch of clean parsley, a lemon, maybe a chili, microplane grater, and a piece of garlic. I'm going to pass these things around for you to take a look. I do this thing called the pause break, okay? I'll take, let's say, a platter. I'll say like when the internal temperature is like 100 degrees, 105 degrees, I'll do this thing called the pause break, and it's kind of like the double fried Korean chicken, okay? It allows my steak to catch up, okay? And that means, you know, you can eliminate some of the grayness that comes out. But I want you to just take a look at these things and just kind of see where we're going with it, okay? So could someone pass this around for me just so people can see? And in the meantime, it's going to be given a pause break. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this concept called the board dressing, which you can use not only just for grilling, but you use for anything that you're cooking with, okay? It's a fantastic thing. You'll look at my recipes, and you can almost kind of think about it like a spa treatment for meat. I mean, there's so much, you know, there's so much going on. You know, you've got the seasoning, you've got all these different techniques. If you just use one technique on it, your grilling, barbecue, whatever you're cooking is going to improve. If you use all, you can mix and match these techniques, okay? But I have a couple of techniques within here that I'll tell you what, that translate not only for grilling, but also for cooking. And this is one of the greatest ones, the board dressing. Yeah, fresh stuff you don't have to have it. So, you know what? I don't like it. Any questions? I'm telling you, if you're doing like the city, this is like the most. There are no questions in this group. It's unbelievable. Come on, you gotta have something.
What's your favorite piece of meat to grill?
Thank you, I appreciate it. It depends on my mood, but I tend overall, I love ribeye in general. I love a good chunk blade steak. It's fantastic, carries a lot of flavor. Chefs in general, thank you very much. Chefs in general like from the chop, it's got really good flavor. That tends to be a little bit more sinewy. Okay. I learned to love rump steak in the UK. It's highly lauded, it's very strange, but I dry age this and that's one of those items that wine tasting, dry aged rum to wet aged rum, there's hands down, there's no comparison. But tenderloin typically always loses in dry age. Wet aged tenderloin is always for chefs and everybody like wine tasting. Everybody typically loves the wet aged tenderloin, whereas the rum, everybody typically loves the dry aged. Yes.
What's your thoughts on the sirloin design?
Specifically, what?
Like, do you think
How do I like it? Or